Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of Freedy Crossing and Friends. I am Freedy. This is my co-host and partner, John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt, aka Logan. What is up, buddy?
Hey, that's my name too.
Yeah. So as you can probably tell, we've got another ranking video for you guys today. This one is going to be a short one. We're going to be ranking the events in Animal Crossing New Horizons, and as per usual, these are our opinions. Please don't get mad, but if you do, it's Logan's fault. So, Log, you kind of excited?
Sure.
Yeah.
I don't know what all the events are, so it'll be nice to figure out. So, more.
Yeah. I have played through all of these at least once, some of them twice. So we will
Twicey?
we will see. Twicey. Yes. So without further ado, the first event is Bunny Day, and you see our friend there, Zipper. I did not get to play Bunny Day when the game first launched. So I had no frame of reference with Bunny Day as it was when the game launched. I found this year's version of Bunny Day to be amazing. I feel like it has a lot of replayability. I had fun with it. I didn't feel like the spawns were crazy. You know, in one direction or the other, like it wasn't too much or wasn't not enough. I thought it was a fun event. Zipper is creepy. I will give you that. But he doesn't hang around anymore. You know, you meet him, you talk with him, he lets you know what's going on, and then you don't see him until Easter. So I thoroughly enjoyed Bunny Day. And for me, it was a solid A. That's what I would say. Log, did you play much of Bunny Day?
I think during Bunny Day I was in October. So,
Yeah,
no, I didn't play Bunny
that'll
Day.
slow you down.
Yeah,
That will
it
slow
did.
you down
It did.
on your Bunny Day knowledge. Okay, next we've got Cherry Blossom, which kind of goes hand in hand with Bunny Day. There's some super cool recipes that you can get. But to me, like, is this an event? You know, you got a couple weeks in game with some
Isn't it like one a week?
petals on the tree. It's 10 days. It's April 1st through the 10th. And you know, if you try to design around it, you can literally only play in this 10-day block. So for me, not my thing. Like I said, the picnic basket that you can get from the Cherry Blossom DIY is super cool. And you know, some of the bonsai trees, like it's showing you there, and the shelves are neat, but they're limited. So for me, it's D.
I like the color of the trees. I think it's one of my favorite, but like you said, it only lasts 10 days. So, if you
Yeah,
design something around it, you don't really get much out of it.
yeah. Next is our buddy Rover there. So it's May Day. I thought May Day was a blast. It was a lot of fun. The maze was super fun. Getting to go to this mystery island, and you know, you don't get to take anything, and the suitcase is super cool. My problem with it is there's no real replayability. You know, in fact, once you do it, you can't even go back and do it again. So that part stinks a little. But if you know, we're coming up on May Day, so if they give us another mystery island, you know, Rover has something new for us. We have a new maze, and we get a new item, and that kind of is something that they do every year. I'll be excited. I think it'll be a lot of fun. Um, It does stink that it takes you 5 minutes to get through the maze and then you're done. So to make it a little more elaborate might be fun. And I understand why they do it. They don't want you, pulling your hair out like, like it's a crunchy race or anything. So I understand that. But make it a little more difficult, or maybe make it to be levels, to where you can continue and it gets harder and harder and harder. Something like that I would like to see. I would say it's a solid B. The item's good, rover's cool, it's a lot of fun. Just don't know how much replayability there is there. Have you even done Mayday yet, Logan?
Can you even fast forward to it? Or
Well, you would
rewind it?
have to do it last year. So you'd have to do 2020's version of it. There won't be a fast forwarded one yet.
I haven't done it, so I'd probably just wait until this one comes around.
You do want to go back and do it because the suitcase is a super good item, and there's a lot of good design stuff you can do with it, particularly in, like around your airport and travel stuff. So I would suggest going back and doing it.
Then I will.
Next is the Museum Days, the stamp event. To me, this is a D. I get it. A lot of people probably like this, but getting your little plaques and certificate things, I did not love it. I did it on my first account, and I skipped over it. I'm not, I have no intentions of doing it on this account. I don't think it's all that fun, and the reward is just, not much. I assume you haven't done the stamp day stuff for the museum.
No.
Okay. But that brings us to the wedding event. I thought the wedding event was really, really fun. It does start to get a little much because you go in and you decorate with the same things every day for 30 days. But the payoff was good. You get a lot of really neat stuff that you can do a lot with in game and design wise. I hope they put a little spin to it this year. So I hope it's a little bit different. But overall, I thought it was well done. I would say it's a solid B.
What do you do exactly?
So you go to Harv's Island, and this couple is sort of renewing their vows, and they're celebrating their anniversary, and you set up, basically their wedding, and then you set up the next day. You set up a reception for them, and you take a lot of pictures, and you get these little hearts, and you trade them in for some really good items in game. It's a neat event. It's a lot of fun. And then at the end, you have a party, and you invite your villagers, and you sit them all around, and it's like a big wedding reception. So it's fun. It is fun. I would recommend it for sure. Next is the summer firework event. You had 4 weeks on Sunday. Where you had Red and Elizabeth and stuff out on your town square, which was kind of neat. To see them like out and about, and the fireworks were kind of neat. It was okay. If I remember, it's in August. I think it's every Sunday in August that it is. I could be wrong, but I think that's when it was. It was fun. It was neat. Nothing special though to me. I say it's a C. Next is the bug offs. I think the bug off is a lot of fun. The items that you can get are amazing too. So the bug case is a really cool item. The termite mounds are really cool. The bug off shirt is really neat. And it's a lot of fun running around trying to catch them. To me, it's a little too much. Though, like, you know, you've got to do it like 30 times to get kind of everything. So that's really my only knock on the bug off events. So for that, I'll knock it down to a B. I just think it's too much.
Isn't it like a good way to make money too?
Yeah, but I mean, your best way to, if you're needing to make actual money in the game, you need to be doing the turnips. Like it's going to be the most effective way. That brings us to the best event in the game. The Halloween event, it literally starts on October 1st and goes through the 31st. Um, you buy candy every day, and then you got the spooky item set, and your villagers are giving you all month long DIYs, and you're getting them from balloons, and then the actual day of the event when Jack gets there, your villagers are all dressed up, and if you don't give them candy, they turn you green and blue and purple. It's an amazing event. It's an S event for sure. If you've not done the Halloween event, just stop what you're doing in game. Go to October 1st and play it through. Play through the month, and just enjoy it because it's the best. Jack is a lot of fun. Um, you get to actually go to your villagers' houses. There'll be a few of them that stay in their houses, and you can go in and get more candy from them. And then whenever you're out, and the villagers come running up to you and they trick or treat, and you give them, candy. They give you lollipops sometime, which you turn into Jack, or they give you DIYs or just spooky items. It's a lot of fun. I definitely would recommend it. My favorite event in the game.
I like all the DIYs from it.
Oh yeah. The DIYs are pretty cool for sure. It's a lot of fun. That brings us to Turkey Day. So Turkey Day is fun. My problem with Turkey Day is if you're this chef and you come to my island, why in the world do I have to go fishing to get you the ingredients that you need to make our meal? I feel like that would be like me going to Chicago Steakhouse and they say, yes, Mr. Friedmeier, we would love to make you a porterhouse. Did you bring beef with you? Well, no, I didn't, because you're supposed to make it for me. So I don't love the fact that I have to catch all of the food for Turkey Day. And we didn't have turkey. Like, we had horse mackerel. So, like, come on. Come on, man.
How's a turkey day if you don't even eat turkey?
There you go. So, it is fun, and the items are good. So, we'll give it a B, but not my favorite event. I think this next one is supposed to be like the Snowboy, just all of that kind of winter stuff rolled into one. Um, which I don't love the DIYs for the Snowboys. I I don't like having to make them and then them sit around in my way, and I can't do anything in that area for 3 days until they melt. So for me, like, all of the Snowboy and catching snowflakes, that's enough. That's enough for me. That being said, Jingle and Toy Day is amazing. It's a solid A. The actually, you know what? Yeah, it's just an A. It's not quite. It's not quite. But the items were so good, like the kids' tents and some of the, like, the remote control helicopters and the dinosaurs and stuff. Like the events were really, really rad. Or excuse me, the items were really, really rad. So and it's similar to the Halloween event to where it starts December 1st and you go in and you can buy these items all month long. So it's kind of cool. The items are great. And it's fun seeing the island start getting decorated for Christmas and Nook's Cranny with the decorations outside and stuff. So pretty neat. Did you do any of the Toy Day stuff?
I haven't done any event outside the time that I've been playing.
Okay, perfect. That brings us to New Year's event. New Year's event. It's a couple of cool items, nothing special. It's a D. Like there's not even enough to try to talk about. Fish and tourneys. Fish and tourneys. Fish and tourneys. I don't like the fish and tourneys as much as I like the bug off events, but I think it's still a B. The items are neat. It is once again too much. You got to get to 100 points, so you've got to make like 287,000 fish baits. Run over, throw them out, catch your 6 fish in your 3 minutes, and then do that over and over and over and over and over again all day long. So it's too much. The items are pretty cool, but it's just too much. Which brings us to the Valentines. I feel like they really missed the mark. They gave us a handful of items, but other than that, there's nothing to the Valentine's Day event. Like they didn't make it special. I think it's an F. Like they just didn't give us enough other than a couple boxes of chocolates and a couple heart-shaped things.
You love boxes of chocolates?
I like ones that have like that coconut with dark chocolate, like if you've got that going for you, but Animal Crossings didn't have that. It was all that like what's that, like strawberry marshmallow stuff?
Oh my god.
That's the kind of chocolates that you get in the Valentine's Day event in Animal Crossing. That brings us to Pave. So the Pave event is so much fun. I do think they did it a little wrong by letting you buy all of the stuff leading up to, Festival. But to me, it's just the right amount of time. It's one day. But after you do it for, a few hours, you're kind of done with it anyways. You get enough to have all your rainbow flowers or feathers so that you can make your stuff, customize it to the colors you want. Being able to buy stuff for those first, 18 days of the month allowed you to have a nice little bank of stuff, of items. But it left nothing to the imagination. Like you knew what you had other than the float, which is super neat. But there was no big reveal other than that float, like because you'd already gotten all the items and you already knew what was going down. I don't like that there's no DIYs. I would like to be able to make that stall, and I get it. I can go back and get as many as I want. The reactions are S+ tier. Like the reactions for Pave are great. I think the festival is still an S. I want to down it just a little because of no DIYs and there was no real surprise, but it's just so much fun. It's got to be an S. I think Pave has to be an S, and he's like one of the best NPCs in the game. Like, I the event's great, and it's a lot of fun. It's the perfect amount of time, and the items are really good, and the reactions are good. Yeah, it has to be an S. There's no question. It's got to be an S. All right, so that brings us to Mario. The Mario items are pretty rad. Um, you have to be very specific in your build for them to be overly useful, but the warp pipes alone make it an A.
Everyone,
Just the ease of having the warp pipes.
everyone needs one on their island. It just makes
Yeah,
everything so much easier.
yep, yep. Like I put one literally by my campsite. I have one in my work, room in my house, and then whenever if I'm working somewhere really big, you can move it and just the ease. It was just items, but it's a bunch of items, and even if you don't want to have this big Mario area, they're still neat, and there's a lot of them, and they have some uses. So I would say for that, it has to be an A.
I rocked the Mario suit for like a week straight.
Yeah, yep, yep. It's pretty good stuff. Shamrock stuff. I feel like it's another one they kind of missed the mark on. They could have done so much more. The Shamrock soda is amazing. Like, and there's not enough drinkable items in the game or stuff you can carry in your hand. So for that, it's probably a B, but they just could have done so much more with it. And that brings us to the Leaf/Earth Day. Um, when you first start, you get the hedges from it. I don't know that there's anything else that can come like from the Earth Day event month period time thing. If they add some new plantable stuff, maybe some more fruits or some more crops, that would be neat. But until I see that, to me, it's a C. I mean, it was cool to get the hedges and to get the additional Nook Mile points for a while, but it's just a C. And we'll see if they add new stuff, then that would be great. But I think they will. I actually think we're gonna see some more fruits put in the game and some more crops. So yeah, that's what we got. Let me know in the comments what you agree with, what you don't agree with, but only 2 S's and 2 F's.
I think it's. I need to go back and play a bunch of these because a lot of them seem at least fun, or at least worth playing once, at least.
I 100% think nearly all of it is worth doing at least once. Um, you know, uh, most of the stuff is a lot of fun. I am being a little bit picky on some of the stuff. Um, I can't think of anything in the game that isn't worth your time of doing once, except for rolling up Snowboys, because the stuff isn't great for one, and they just are in your way. But other than that, I think everything is definitely worth your time of doing it at least once. So,
I think that
all
about
right,
does it.
guys. We'd like to thank you a lot for tuning in. Logue, you got anything?
Nope.
All right. We'd like to thank CJ Ram, Mayor Maury Crossing, Tiger, Froggy Crossing, Nintentalk, and Sienna Crossing for allowing us to post in their Discords. We'd like to thank all of you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. It helps a ton. If you've not subscribed, please do that. We have a Discord link below, and we will catch you guys on the next one.
See you in the next one.